Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle, and here we go. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's a 4-3-3.
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become too detached from one another. If that happens, then pressure can quickly be applied via the counter-attack, and you can be exposed defensively. So compactness can't be compromised, and you need talkers in this team. You need leaders and people that are willing to organise things very quickly.
Gabriel, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He has found the way through. He has a look up. Shot could be on. Tries a shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
That's a nicely shaped ball.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Chiellini getting this one clear. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Rijkaard gets rid without sophistication. So what can they make of this? It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. Very nicely done. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
OK, I'm probably going to be accused of full-back bias again, Peter, but Giuliano Belletti is someone I see as having...
Batistuta!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Out again for a throw-in. Can he get on the end of this? Decent chance! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And it's Borussia Dortmund who take the lead. Batistuta at his razor-sharp best there.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Borussia Dortmund have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Mateus, and the shot! Sticks it away! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
Chance for a shot! He's scored! Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Arsenal get themselves back into contention.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Eze. And here's Perez. Maradona. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Gabriel gets across to intercept that. That is ended up in no man's land. Calafiori plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Rice. Now it's Eze. Eze going face-to-face with his great rival. Tomiyasu kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Deftly away.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Sends it crossfield. That has not gone well. Not the most accurate pass. Eze. Eze.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And it's hoisted clear. Great vision. And he was quick to react. And it's Rice. Xavi Alonso. He's a sharp little ball here. Mateus. Fiore. And it's Maradona. Fiore. How about that? Good save. Keeper read that well.
I actually fancied him to score then, but we should give the keeper credit for doing his bit.
Mateus, who's set up one goal so far. And the flag has stayed down. And we've reached half-time.
Yeah.
Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
Well, hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Arsenal can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Now it's Batistuta. Xavi Alonso. Beckenbauer. Now, can they get him away? And it's Perez. Nicely weighted ball. Now there's a fine ball. He can get that clear. Arsenal with the corner, they're first. Oh, that was vital. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Rice, looking to play him in. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Calafiori goes on a charge down the left. Xabi Alonso attempts a clearance. Arsenal really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half. And it's Batistuta. Can he finish? And yes, it's there! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Borussia Dortmund take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And he's found a way past. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Chooses to go crossfield. Mateus chips it through. Rice and Gabriel, and it's Vieira. Dixon. It's Saka. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Maradona. Mateus. Tries to play it through. Oh, well played, well played. And here's Maradona. Pressure coming in from all directions. Saka. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Played over towards the opposite flank. Looking for options for movement. Eze. There's the shot! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Well, they've got a big enough job on their hands as it is, Peter. They really need to be putting those chances away.
Well, that's been cut out, well played. Perez. Calafiori. And it's Eze. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Mateus powering forward here. Oh, super find. Just the goalkeeper's a bit, and the shot! Saka. And it's Vieira. Now that looks a decent ball. Vieira. Rice. And now the breakaway. Oh, perfectly measured that. He's picked his way through. Arsenal could have here their final chance. Corner number 2 then.
Coming on the field.
Tries to get it clear.
Number 23, Tonali.
Rice. Now it's Eze. Borussia Dortmund are looking to go forward now. Calafiori.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
He's come through and he's had a quick look inside. He's found a way through. He'll try to keep this alive. And that's it. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit, and those are very good qualities that might have got them something on another day. Sadly, The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle, and here we go. Longevity, loyalty, leadership, just a few of the words that spring to mind when you're watching the eternal Francesco Totti.
Yeah, he is truly unique, Peter. Easily one of Italy's greatest players, and some consider him to be the greatest of the lot.
And what sets him apart?
Consistency, and the way he has no real weaknesses in his game. Such great all-round ability. He really does excel all round.
Oh, well played, well played. Tomiyasu gets good distance on it. And Hullet! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
And it's Totti. It's a searching pass. Hullet! Oh, it's come off the upright. An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
Distributed tidily, and he's picked it up out wide. Perez. Now that looks a decent ball.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Zanetti makes the interception. Zanetti goes long. Osimhen is onto it in a flash. Now it's Hullet. Ambitious ball here. Tomiyasu cuts out the pass. Arsenal yet to have an attempt on goal. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Nicely worked. And he's there to clear it. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Perez. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Saka looking to get on the end of this. He's picked his way through. Rijkaard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Dixon. It's a good spell of possession, this. Perez. Osimhen.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
And it's Nedved. Floated through. Raya gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Arsenal ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Perez. Approaching the half-hour mark. Now it's Eze. He has found a way through. Looking to play him in. And he's whipped it across. It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Nicked it back promptly. That's really well manoeuvred. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Calafiori receives it in a wide position. Oh, this looks sharp. And the shot! Goal! Arsenal! Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Now it's Hullet. And here's Totti. Hullet. And that is expertly dealt with.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Now it's Perez. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. And here's Saka. Arsenal leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. 1-0 the score. Zanetti promptly onto that, and that is that. Hullet. Xavi Alonso. Nedved.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Rijkaard picks it up, and the first 45 minutes are up. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Arsenal head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. And the action is back underway. Arsenal carrying a one-goal lead. Now it's Perez. Played back towards his own goal. Now it's Hullet. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Osimhen. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Totti. Perez. Vieira, who's set up one goal so far. Now it's Perez. And it's Vieira. Eze. Shoots! And we have our very first corner. It's a mighty effort! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Well, I think the defence deserves credit for the way they were quick to close him down.
A probing pass. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Vieira. It's Saka.
Oh, great feat, that.
Rijkaard. Arsenal just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Now it's Hullet, and it's Xavi Alonso. That's an imaginative pass. Tomiyasu with the clearance. Lazio have got it back, and they'll have another go.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Spread out to the left. That has not gone well. Totti. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Passing is crisp and sharp.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Rijkaard did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. Lazio choosing to make the first change.
Totti, numero 14, Xabi Alonso. Lasciano il campo per il numero 11, il numero 17.
It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Rijkaard. And it's Nedved. Platini, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Now it's Saka. Now, can they get him away? Eze. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Osimhen. Goes looking wide. Nicely shaped ball. Osimhen providing an outlet on that flank. Perez. Calafiori. Zanetti. Nedved. Foot in. Looking for options for movement.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Can he latch on to this? And he was alert to it.
Arsenal surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Oh, this looks sharp. Now that's well seen too. Platini gives it back. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That ball looks a good one. He's found a way through. Big chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, what has happened here? And the shot! Oh, wonderful! What a goal! About as smooth as it gets. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So that's got things underway. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, this guy, Caicedo, really is the definition of the word tireless. One of the best defensive midfielders around, and he does have a constant desire to...
Shoots! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Rice is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. And a chance! In for the pieces! And he's there to belt it away. And it's Eze. Eze going face-to-face with his great rival. Played out to the right. No, he wasn't going to be fooled.
Arsenal definitely are on top of things in these early stages, Peter. If this is how they intend to go on, I think the opposition might see some trouble.
Romero, Scalvini, passing is crisp and sharp. Turns back here, probably the best option. Arsenal are applying all the early pressure.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
That's tidy. It's a good foot in there. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Bit too much weight on the pass. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Oh, that's well spotted. Calafiori. Eze on a charge down the left. Wilshere. Now it's Zico. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Aimed beyond the defence. Hernandez with the delivery. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Played in by Danny Carvajal, and he was alert to it. Still goalless at the moment. Perez. Shifted it to the flank. Now it's Eze. And no, he's seen through all of that. Eze was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Corner number 2 then.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Played in deep. He's got tall. Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, this is simple. The supply is to be admired. The defending is to be admonished.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Carvajal. Oh, no joy this time. Quality ball. Now, can they get him away? And it's Vieira. Now it's Eze. Eze will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Corner number 3 coming up. Rice. And here's Eze, and the flag has stayed down. Arsenal given another corner. Corner number 4 coming up here. Can he finish? And that is wildly off target. Now it's Saka. And they're back on the ball again. Spread it left. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Calafiori. And he's gone searching crossfield.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And that is going out for a goal kick. Caicedo. And it's Bernardo Silva. And it's Carvajal. It's a searching pass. And he's intervened well there. Eze has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Some first half thoughts?
Yeah, it's a half that's had a limp finish after a decent start, so the manager has to re-energise and re-enthuse his players to come back out pumped.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. There's the start of the second half.
Arsenal clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Eze. Rice. Opts for safety. Out to the right. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Saka. Good take, and is he in? Nicely aimed pass.
Pires really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Matheus Cunha. Wilshere. And Hernandez. He's tried one! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, I can understand why his thinking was that way inclined.
Calafiori conjures time and space where few can. Oh, that's neat. Ball's gone out of play. Passing nice and neat. Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. Gabriel. Quarter of an hour into the second half. And here's Pires. Goes down, but nothing given. No breakthrough, and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Now it's Zico. Rice. Driving forward. Saka is one whose deliveries we all know about. Bernardo Silva. Zico. And it's Zico. Now that looks a decent ball. Aim forwards. Pires. That's a good ball out wide. Vieira. And it's Rice. That's a decent clearance. And here's Pires. Arsenal have a free kick.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 14,
He'll fancy himself from here.
Eucharist.
He could tee it up for someone else, but something tells me he'll have a go.
Gabriel Jesus.
Saka!
Substitutions taking
Crossbar
place.
comes to the rescue. Decent enough try.
Saka could easily have kept that down. He shouldn't have brought the crossbar into play.
Arsenal do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Now it's Van Basten. David Villa receives it in a good position here. Caicedo. Beckham. Eze. Very nicely done. Good spot, that. Calafiori. And it's Rice. And here's Jesus.
Arsenal clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Pull it. Played out wide, and that pass just didn't quite work. Eze goes steaming forward, tries to play it through. Big chance! He has done it! Finally, the deadlock is broken.
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
So smooth, a signature finish.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Arsenal have fired themselves in front.
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now, or try and finish it off?
And that's played in low. And it's claimed by the keeper. No, that's been intercepted. Very much into the last knockings. He's a sharp little ball here. Hitters!
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
Carvajal. And it's Isco. To Beckham.
2 added minutes.
It's
have been
Hernandez.
indicated.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Decent chance! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number
Desperate
22,
defending required here.
Eze. Coming on to replace him is number 8, Erdegaard.
And it's been taken short. Turns and goes back. Isco is having a shot! And again! And that is the end of it. They hung on right till the finish. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernail. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And already we're underway here. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid.
There's the header! Goal! Arsenal! And what a start!
That's the purpose and intensity they showed from the first moment. They really did fly out of the blocks here.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So, and Hullet! Rude Hullet! That is just a piece of art! A finish right from the top drawer! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, for me, you can't fault the keeper there. The effort went in at the widest possible point off the upright. Nothing he could do.
Barcelona grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect...
Real chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Rice. Looking to play him in. Saka! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Decent progress down the left. Oh, that's fabulous. Tries to pass it through. Flashes it, climbs up big. And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
That's a good ball out wide. Calafiori cuts it out. Just eases him off the ball. Out to the left it goes. Now it's Rice. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Short changes him with that pass. Vieira. Rice. This might spell danger. Now that's a lovely exchange. Oh, he's been caught napping.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Messi. Now it's Luis Suarez. And this is Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic gets flagged offside. Not the most accurate pass. Now, can they get him away? Oh, that was vital.
Eze really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
And he's picked it up out wide. Keeper has taken decisive action. Vieira.
They've got to be quick moving this forward. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He's picked his way, and Messi! He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
Now it's Eze, and here's Perez. Calafiori, and he plays one through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And it's Messi. He won't be happy with that one. Vieira.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Aimed beyond the defence. He is through here. Saka! And that would have been some goal.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Messi. Messi. Zanetti. Pass somewhat off target. Rice. And it's Vieira. And it's Rice. Perez has created one goal already. He's got away. Fires it in low. Pull it.
They'll want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Cruyff. Cruyff stood his ground strongly. Eze. Vieira. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. He intercepts the throw. That's well read. And he's managed to get free. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. Second period then underway.
Arsenal have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Oh, and he's following up! He's scored!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, he's the one everyone expects. The
chance for a shot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And now a sudden chance to counter. And that is a little undercooked. Searching pass he's played there. Oh, that's clever. Oh, that's well spotted. Perez. Still they trail, and time is ticking away. Eze. And the shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Oh, they could be caught out here. Can he finish? He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Calafiori is very much the model of the modern-day fullback.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And the through ball. Cruyff is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Driving on and making good progress. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Can he get on the end of this?
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Rice can so cleverly bypass the press. And it's Eze. Good take, and is he in?
Arsenal really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Messi gets into a good position, looking to go deep. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Cruyff. No, that pass isn't the best. Saka. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Perez. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Pull it. Antonetti. And that has been cut short. Threads one in. Eze. He has found a way through.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He's found a way through. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Cruyff. Well, he's ended up in no man's land. He's in a great position here. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Eze going face-to-face with his great rival. He's shifting through the gears here. He gets big. It's hit the upright.
Arsenal really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Rice. And here's Saka. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And here's Perez. And the finish!
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Messi. That's the end. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And that gets things running.
Now there's a player with a silky pass and a steely tackle.
Xabi Alonso.
Yeah, a midfielder renowned for his tremendous array of passes while offering his defence a solid shielding presence too.
Players don't come a whole lot better in his position, do they?
Not really, and not many can boast the same quality of performance either, Peter.
Chance here to counter. Saka. Now it's Perez.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Perez. And here's Eze. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Crossed into the middle. That's an imaginative pass. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Now it's Eze. Looking for the run. Eze. Cannavaro defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Rashford. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Looking tidy in possession here. Good running, strong and purposeful.
Might want to be careful there.
Donatoni.
He almost caught everyone out there the way he just eked out the room to get the shot in.
And we have our very first corner. Rice clears it away. And can he finish it? A real chance and a real let-off.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
And here's Perez. Aimed beyond the defence. That's a sharp pass. Still goalless. And here's Perez. He's had it taken off him.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Short changes him with that pass. He's in plenty of space here. Shot a goal! He's scored! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Lion City Sailors are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Nicked it back promptly. Tries to play it through. Zanetti threads one in. It's played through for him. Pele. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Distributed tidily. Perez. And it's Rice. He shifted it to the flank. Eze. He's picked his way through. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And here's Saka. Looking to play him in. It's a promising position. And that pass just didn't quite work. Chooses to go cross-field. Now he's off and running. Cannavaro. Eze. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Rice conjures time and space where few can. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Ambitious ball here. Spread neatly. And it's Rashford. Oh, good spread. And he's picked it up out wide. Saka proves just a little bit too strong. That's a good ball.
Added time.
He's a shot. And the finish! He has done it! Arsenal are level. That was a given. It always was.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
22, Eze.
And it's half-time here. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Arsenal really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. And we are back on the way. This looks promising. Saka! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Bullish header! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Now it's Rashford. Tries to pass it through. And a chance! He's delivered all right!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper.
He's having a shot! Sticks it away! And just like that, he's into double figures now. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky. It'll come your way.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, they just couldn't...
Rashford! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
There's the crossfield ball.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Played out towards the right wing. Pele. Pele puts his foot on the gas. Rice. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Well read, and the danger is averted. Vieira.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
That could spell trouble. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. Ball on the spot. Can he? And Czech pulls off a sensational save. Danger averted for now. Oh, good-looking ball. Perez. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Knocks it into space. Arsenal have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do.
Substitution on the field.
Arsenal have their second corner now.
Coming on the field is number 14.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Substitution in progress.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And he's managed... It's Ibrahimovic! Has a look and place it forward. Rice looking to add to his goal. He has found the way through. And here's Jesus. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And this is Bergkamp. Saka. Very nicely done. Oh, and the shot! Oh, no, that could be a costly miss.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
So, third corner of the game. And the shot! Goal! Arsenal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Terrific goal. What a super sharp finish.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
Arsenal take the lead.
This is the perfect example of how to play where the man...
Can he finish? Sensational from Bergkamp. Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring.
Substitution on the field.
Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that?
Gets his head on it! Oh, should have put that away.
Oh, that miss could really prove costly. They don't want to be missing too many of those.
Nicely spread. Saka looking to penetrate opposition lines. He's being urged to shoot. Oh no, what has happened here? Cannavaro with the clearance. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Best. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Pass somewhat off target. Spread it left. Rice, the man synonymous with solidity. Saka. And the pass is intercepted. Out to the left it goes. Played back in. And this is Bergkamp. He's dealt with that really well. Great vision. Now this could be a chance. Ibrahimovic. Pele. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Ronaldo has it out wide and in space. Oh, well played, well played. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Now it's Perez. Oh, such a clever touch. Pass is just off target. Vitinha. And that is as far as it goes. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Rice voted man of the match, and deservedly so. What a turnaround. Victory from the jaws of defeat. Enjoy that, Jim.
Well, I've just got to give them great credit for the way in which they've managed to turn this around. Going behind seemed to strengthen their resolve, and it's been a wholehearted reaction and an absolutely terrific win.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.